We're explaining the lock wait timeout exceeded. Try restarting transaction error. This frustrating database error basically means two parts of your application or different users tried to change the same database information at the same time, creating a conflict. Imagine two people trying to edit the same document simultaneously. Only one can save their changes successfully, leaving the other with an error. 1. What causes this? The core issue is database locking. Databases use locks to prevent data corruption. When one process starts modifying data, it gets a lock on that data, preventing others from changing it until the lock is released. If one process holds the lock for too long, another process waiting to access the same data will eventually time out and throw this error. This timeout period is configurable within the database system itself, and how long it takes depends on the system configuration and the load it is under. This can be caused by long-running transactions, inefficient queries, or simply high concurrent usage of the database. 2. Why is it a problem? This error disrupts your application's workflow. Users might encounter unexpected errors, data might become inconsistent, and your system might become unstable. 3. Troubleshooting steps. First, identify the problematic query or transaction. Database logging will often pinpoint the specific processes involved. Secondly, optimize your queries. Slow-running queries hold locks longer, increasing the likelihood of this error. This is particularly important if the same data needs to be accessed by many users concurrently. Use appropriate indexes and optimize database design to improve query performance. Thirdly, consider connection pooling and transaction management in your application code. Connection pooling can improve efficiency, and appropriate transaction handling prevents long-running locks. Fourthly, increase the lock wait timeout. You should only do this if you've already optimized queries and have ruled out inefficient code, as simply increasing this timeout is a band-aid solution, potentially masking underlying problems and leading to further issues in the future. Finally, consider database sharding or other scaling techniques if you have very high levels of concurrent users or large data sets. Sharding splits your data across multiple database servers to distribute the load and decrease contention. 4. Preventing the error. Shorten transactions. Keep database interactions as brief as possible by only accessing and modifying the data you actually need. Use transactions efficiently. Start and commit transactions only when needed. Carefully handle errors in your code. Ensure that transactions are properly rolled back if errors occur. Monitor your database. Regularly monitor database activity to identify potential bottlenecks and long-running queries that may be causing lock contention. Properly design your database schema to accommodate your application's data access patterns effectively.